All right, in this video, I'm going to ask quickly before the video starts, women who watch this video, do you agree with what I'm saying? Please let us men know down below in the comment section. You can say, yes, Harley, Durianrider, Daddy, I agree or disagree with that. Let us know down below which things are you thinking that I'm wrong, etc. Let's educate our men on what we think, what you think as women. Thank you. Right, question is, how much time should you give to women? This is a question from the Durianrider.com coaching group. If you want one-on-one coaching with any of the topics that I talk about that you find interested in, one-on-one coaching. All right, I've got over 600 people that I coach every day in the group. There's questions. All right, so this is a great question. This is from Chris. Hey, Durianrider. By the way, why is my mic like this? This is the cat's. The cat's chewing on this. So I get another cover, the cat's just going to chew, or just leave it as it is. One of the big struggles, hey Durianrider, one of the biggest struggles that I have had in relationships is balancing the time that I spend with my partner. All right, this is a straight guy with chicks. All right, so this is a guy asking a question about chicks, women. Let me explain. Conventional wisdom seems to be that women are attracted to men who have their own interests, yes, their own goals, yes, and don't put the woman on a pedestal and have everything revolve around them, yes. Because why is that? Women don't like the pressure of being like the whole priority, right? They don't like that pressure. I mean, sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't. The feminine, like last night, I was riding to my studio and it was Saturday night. And it was so warm out. It's really hot. Everyone's out. It was just a sea of women, young women, 18 to 25 mostly, and not that many guys. I was like, wow, this is really interesting. So I was watching and I stopped for a little bit and just had a bit of a people watch, and just these drunk young women, they're just in the flow and laughing and giggling, and they'll be like, "Are you on your bicycle? You're not wearing a shirt," and just it was just banter, and it's just in flux and flow, and and it was just a great reminder of what the feminine is. And alcohol is a very feminine drug. And so you put alcohol in feminine women and it's just, you get this like peak feminine state where you try and have a conversation with them. They're present and they're not present and then they're present. It's just like up and down like the weather, so, and that's okay. That's the feminine. So women have these desires of they want a man who has his own interests, his own goals, and not to put her on a pedestal. But at the same time, she wants to feel like she's the number one priority in your life in terms of female-wise. So, and guys are like, what? What did you just say? There's a contradiction. The feminine is a contradiction. I hate you. I hate you because I love you. Guys like, what? You hate me? You love me? Like, what? Like, what? And feminine men can relate to this, like a lot of guys out there, who are gay, etc. or whatever, and that's nothing wrong with that. It's a choice, etc. They are more involved with drama and love, hate, things like that, all right? And so it's a feminine thing, and that's okay, all right? So it's about understanding the nature of the beast so we can maximize our time with that beast or beauty or whatever it is in the moment, and things are going. So this is where guys are confused. It's like, she wants this, but then she wants that, but she said this, but then she's saying that. She said yes, and then no means yes, no means yes, yes, no what? She says do this, take me, don't take me, what? So it's confusing for a guy who's seeing the feminine, thinking the feminine should behave like the masculine. What is the masculine? The masculine's like, the masculine's like a container, all right? The feminine is the dates. The dates get moldy or they get attacked by ants or whatever because they're just sweet, juicy fruit things that everyone wants. So the container is masculine. The container doesn't really change. This would probably take 1,000 years to break down. The date would break down like in the dirt in like a few days. It's feminine, all right? Feminine changes very rapidly. Masculine stays the same. So the masculine is the container, all right? So if you're trying to treat a feminine object like a masculine object, then you're going to have problems, okay? So we got to understand, we have to identify, okay, this is a woman I'm dealing with, this is a feminine man I'm dealing with. I have to treat them in a feminine way, but still stay in my masculine. I'm confused now. All right, listen, we'll get into that. It's basically like the masculine is going, okay, this is my frame, all right? I'm not going to take it personal. You can flux and fly around and storm and sunshine and hail and cold and bitter, whatever. That's you do you. You do your feminine. Me, I'm doing my masculine. I'm enjoying my life. my mood isn't really going to be affected by your down mood. All right? If you're in the down spiral, I'm not going to be affected by that. Okay, so that's staying in your masculine, where you're just an observer, you're not taking things personal, you're not losing your shit, you're just letting the feminine flow, and you can contain that if it wants to be contained by you, and go from there. Okay, so that's the deal. The feminine craves nothing more than to be contained and to feel safe, secure, provided for, problem solved, etc. Listened to, felt in both ways, and that's what they want. Anyway, I kind of naturally do this when I'm in a relationship with someone. I want to spend lots and lots of time with her, but I also have my interests and my identity. Yes, keep that. I don't have a ton of hobbies, but for example, I like to go to the gym. Great. This is something that's important to me. It's maximum 3 to 4 hours a week. In a previous relationship, my girlfriend constantly complained about me going to the gym, like it was my gym time was taken away from something else. I had lots of conversations with her in which I would say, okay, if I stay home from the gym, what would you like to do? Do you want to go out to dinner? Do you want to watch a movie together instead? Inevitably, she didn't want to do anything but just sit on the couch and watch television, which was something we did plenty of time together. Just, she didn't want you to go to the gym and be around the gym girls, etc. All right, she just wanted you at home with her and feeling safe. Okay, that's another reason. There's going to be many reasons why she wanted that. Maybe she felt lonely. She didn't want to be by herself. She didn't want to be alone with her thoughts. Okay, so she wanted you there as a bit of a distraction. That's okay. She wanted you there because she enjoys spending time with you. All right, there's many reasons why a woman wants you around. Jealousy. She doesn't want you to be around other women. She doesn't want to be alone with her thoughts. She feels unsafe being alone for whatever reason, danger or whatever's. She just enjoys hanging out with you. She wants to connect and feel your masculine presence. She wants to have sex. She wants to cuddle. She just wants to hang out with you because she likes hanging out with you. You do something for her, all right? So it could be many of those little things, and that could all blend into each other, okay? And that's okay. That's the feminine. So what I would recommend doing is go to the gym anyway, but and then she'll miss you as well because you're 3 or 4 hours a week. I mean, it's not like you're in the army or navy or something. You're gone for like a freaking months and stuff. So it's fine. Just go to the gym. You'll be back in an hour. It's all good. And invite her along. Say, babe, you can always come along. Oh, no, it's like, here you go. I'll see you when you come back. And if the person, next bit is, and if the person I'm dating brings their own interest into a relationship and that's something we can share together, I think that's great. Like if you had a gym buddy, female girlfriend, gym friend. But I'm also fine with her engaging in her hobbies or spending time with her friends and me doing the same. But the problem that I have run into is that it seems in relationships, if I'm not spending every waking moment with my partner, then they eventually feel I'm too distant. Yes. It seems like having my own life outside of a partner works well for attracting women, but it doesn't work well in terms of them sticking around. 100%, bro. Am I just dating women who are too needy? No, you are dating feminine women, all right? The difference between a femme woman and a masc woman is the masc woman doesn't have enough masculine presence in her life, so she starts to evolve into her masculine form, and that's totally okay, right? That is totally okay. What would that look like? Leanne, like Banana Girl, my ex, when she was me, she was hyper feminine. I was giving her the directions. I was telling her what to wear, what to do, what to say. I was the container for her sweetness, okay? Her feminine sweetness. And then we split up because I couldn't handle whatever's. Anyway, then she started to lose her her feminine sweet vibe, and she became spiteful, and a lot of that was my fault, and I apologize for that. She started growing her hair out on her legs and stuff like that, which is fine. You can grow your hair out. You don't have to shave. It's, do whatever you want to do. Because why did she do that? Because she didn't have that masculine presence in her life. She was the money earner. She's the money earner of the relationship she's in now. She has the direction. She has the property. She has live in Australia. She's leading her guy now, so that's jumping her into a masculine role. Because Robin, whilst he's a chill dude, he's very feminine. Long hair, flowing, arty-darty, blah blah, no direction, just following the girl. Okay, and which is fine. Some people like being the feminine. Some men like being the femme, and some women actually not many women like being the masculine. But they'll do what they got to do. All right, women are very adaptive like that. Like, you have to be adaptive as a woman, because one day you're most likely going to have a baby, and if you can't adapt to the challenges of a baby, that's where women are amazing like that, is the challenges they can adapt to, like having a baby. Especially if you're single mum or whatever, it's like, man, that's a fucking hard job. All right, that's the hardest fucking job out there. Okay, also what my mum had to go to. So the adaptation of the woman, of the feminine, is very, very strong. Like, you look at some of the crazy diets women do, some of the crazy things they do to try and get skinny. It's like, guys couldn't do that, or maybe feminine guys could. So it's, and it's okay if you're a femme man, a masc woman, or a femme woman. It's all good. There's different species, all right, of, species is a word, different types of people out there, different personalities, different expressions of self, whatever you want to call it. And so it's about spotting that, identifying that. Otherwise, we can run into some problems with our relationship. So if you want a relationship to work, and you've got a feminine woman, she wants you to tell her what time it is, and not in a like, nah, not an angry face way, in a loving, supportive, direct, caring way, where she knows you have her best intentions for her. Right? Even with Leanne, I'll be telling her, I'll be filming her for the YouTube, and then I'll upload the video. She's trying to delete it from my camera or phone back in the day, and sometimes she'd succeed, and we have this big fight. But she knew deep down that I was just trying to get her on the internet, get her famous, get her influencing women for the right reasons, making her a lot of money, which I did. All right, so she knew that, even though she would fight me every single fucking day, or every single time I got to try and get to do an upload, she would just be fighting me, and it would just be chaos. Looking back, I realized she didn't want to be an influencer. Sure, she likes the money and stuff, but she just really wanted to follow me. All right, but I was going, well, you've got more potential than me because you're a female and you've lost all this weight and you're a great speaker when you're being honest and truthful, and so I was push, but eventually that would cause a rift in the relationship, because I was like, what are you doing? Looking back now I know what's going on. Back then I couldn't see that. Okay, all my girlfriends, they don't want to become social media influencers. They do not want to be that. Like, even Natasha, she's like, I'm just happy just following you around, being the house girl, being the housewife, looking after the cats. So, and that's a big like, oh damn, that's okay, but it's made me less pushy now and more accepting of my job as the man, and the women in my life, like Natasha, their job as a woman. So it's it's liberating understanding that, and that's why I have my coaching group. So I still get to have my contribution of helping people become influencers, etc. If that's what they want, okay. If that's what they want, then they can have that. I can coach you with that. So I still get my desire to help people. I'm like the coach, just do this, do that. I love helping people succeed at their goals. Fitness, weight loss, social media, domination, etc. I love helping people do that. But in my own relationships, then that can cause conflict, because I'm pushing someone who doesn't want to be pushed in that direction. All right, and they might do that, or they do that because I'm giving them praise and approval, and so they'll upload and they'll do this and they'll do this and say that and wear this, because I'm telling them to do that, so they're doing that for my approval, which is still a win-win, because people get to see these beautiful girls out there promoting the right diet and lifestyle and truth. All right, so it's a win-win. Okay, it's a win-win, and they get paid really well for it, and they get the attention in the DMs and all that stuff. So women, they all like it, but it's about understanding the feminine is not the masculine. It's yin and yang, black and white, yellow and green, red and blue, whatever you want to do, purple and pink. I was about to say. You just got to have an understanding, and this guy Chris, he does have an understanding, because he's asking questions how to understand better. So Chris, thumbs up to you for just even recording. Yes, it is. For asking these questions. So my tip is, when you're just talking with someone on their DMs or Tinder or Bumble or these dating apps around these days, being really needy, like messaging 5 times a day, people be like, we haven't even met yet, right? Or you have sex the first day, and then the next day you text them 5 times or 10 times or 20 times that day. It's a bit like, okay, this is a little bit needy. But in a relationship, that's what the girls want. They want that, all right? If you go to the party and you see the chick and you think, I know she's into me, and you ignore her, that's what they want to a degree, right? But then be like, hey, how you going? And then turn your back, talk to someone else. You'd be like, oh, imagine doing that in a relationship. Yeah, your significant other comes in the party because they're at work or whatever. You come there at different times, and you're like, how you going, babe? And you just turn your back to him. That ain't gonna go down well. She's gonna be like, really? Or he's gonna be like, damn. You know what I mean? So I would say that honeymoon phase, not honeymoon phase, that initial phase of relationship, that sort of like playing hard to get a little bit, that should only, from the guy's end, that should only last, in my opinion, maybe a week to 2 weeks before you get the love bombs dropping and bring her in and grab her and make her addicted to you emotionally, physically. So, but even then, I don't even like to do that because I like to go hard from the get-go. But it's still a taper it up, right? It's a taper up, not a taper down. The attention is taper up. You give the attention because that's your currency as a guy. That's what women want from you. Men want sex. Women want attention. Women will give sex to get attention from the guys they like. Men will give attention to get sex from the women they like. More than just a night, all right? Or maybe it's just a night. But so that's the differences there. So I taper that attention up, and the more the relationship's getting serious, the more commitment and dedication they get from me, okay? And that's what they like. And I ask them, what do you want? All right? I'm always asking Natasha, are your needs being met? You know, in the last 5 days, have you felt I've met your needs? Yes or no? And she can be brutally honest with me. Like, she would destroy most guys out there, because Natasha, growing up in Sydney and aesthetic from like age 13, you know, getting guys over 18 hitting her up when she was like 13, just that attention, social media, Facebook, on the street, etc. So she just matured very quickly about what guys are about and how to read them, etc. So she's just very, very frank, all right? Because she has such a smorgasbord of men to choose from age 13 onwards. She could be very like dismissive and like honest and brutal and cold and, you know what I mean? Because she's got unlimited men trying to court her, pursue her all the time, every hour. Comments, likes, inboxes, boom, boom, boom. So imagine if you're a guy and you have that as a man, and you have these women sexually pursuing you constantly, every minute of the day, right? How's that going to change how you communicate with women? You mean like just very, very cold, brutal, harsh, and honest. So, which will destroy most women and turn them off, and destroy most men, turn them off. But that's what I like about Natasha, because she's so hyper feminine. Her mood's up and down, you know, and I contain that, and I just stay in my frame. And she tells me exactly what she's feeling, what she wants, you know, and that's just like a really, really powerful dynamic. And I really like that about, you know, that's what I need in women in my life, is them to be totally honest what they want, tell me how they feel, blah, 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 etc. You know, and not with no drama. Just be honest. What do you want? Okay. There doesn't have to be any drama to get my attention. Just tell me what you want, and let's do it now, you know, or do more of that. So it's just about open communication, guys. Don't take anything she says personally. She might do some shit tests to see how much of a man you are, you know, and that's great. That's part of being a man. I love that shit. It's like, I like going riding in Thailand and Penang, Malaysia, because the mountains are so fucking steep. You're like, holy shit, this is insane, all right? So you want a woman out there who doesn't give you drama, but who tests you in the right ways, okay? Test you in the right ways, and you test her in the right ways, and she feels loved, and she ain't gonna want to get away from you, all right? She gonna stay around because you're meeting her needs. You're her friend, her fuckboy, her boyfriend, her provider, her mentor, and her alpha/sigma. Right, you're meeting her 6 female needs, and I created these 6 female needs in terms of a list, and they are definitely accurate. So if you can meet those needs, guys, you are. And every woman has different needs. So some girls need a lot of sex, so they need a strong fuckboy. Some girls need a provider, a place to stay. Some girls need a mentor. All girls need all those 6 female needs met, but it's a spectrum. Some girls need sex, you know, 5 times a day, and need hard sex 5 times a day, and just, you know, on a spectrum. And some girls are happy once a week, or, you know, twice a week or whatever, as long as they get their needs met there. Some girls, they want to have a boyfriend that's taller than them, they can show them around, who who's just, who can do boyfriend things, who's romantic, etc. Friend, a girl needs a guy, ideally a guy who she can tell anything to without any judgment or like, oh my God, or weaponizing her truth against her later date, etc. She needs a mentor, someone who's experienced in the field she wants to be better at in self-improvement. He can guide her. A provider, we said, with accommodation, things like that. She doesn't really have that. And then the Alpha Sigma, that's probably the biggest one. A guy who is just so confident in his life direction, getting shit done. If he doesn't want to be fat, he's not fat. If he wants to be fit, he's fit. If he wants to travel, he travels. If he wants to be influenced, the alpha does what the fuck he wants to do. All right, and the woman's like, yeah, I want to be part of that. All right, versus the guy who's living a life like, I'd like to be like that, but I'm not doing that because I'm sleeping in every day, or blah blah blah, make up excuses. So it's, and I love these truths because they're like a map for me and a compass. I'm like, this is where I am, this is where I want to be, and this compass says I got to go this direction to get there. Like, I love that. Like, I love waking up every day with some direction. Okay, and I've got about 1,010 projects to do every single day. And it's not because I'm trying to distract myself from being, alone or whatever. Like, I love being alone, and I love being with women in my life, quality people in my life who are getting shit done, who aren't full of excuses, who are just like, come on, let's go, let's charge on, let's push each other. I enjoy that. So, Chris, this girl likes to be with you. You're a guy who women want to be around. They want to sit on the couch and hang out. So that's fantastic. So it's not that you're dating women who are too needy. You're dating feminine women who need you and want you and like to be around you. Okay. So keep doing you in terms of your gym stuff. Don't ever stop that, because probably part of your aesthetic is that gym look. So women are really into that. It's not about being ripped as a guy. Like, women don't really want guys who are ripped. Women want guys who look like men. Okay. That's just pretty much it. Like, this whole social media thing about having ripped abs, and I flash my abs and do all that crap, but that's not really what women want. Right? Women want more mass and masculinity versus ripped. Look, people don't care. Girls don't care how ripped your abs are, because if that was the case, then I'd have a job as a stripper when I'm 60 kilos as a marathon runner, ripped abs. Right? And it's not going to happen. Okay, so it's the masculinity that women chase, not the ripped masculinity. Okay, so that's the deal. Stay on your path of having your hobbies. But yes, Chris, you are correct. Women hate men who are distant. All right, and I've tested this out extensively. I've communicated with women who don't know me from social media over the years and on the street, and I've tested all these things out. I haven't just read them. I've actually tested them in the real world, talking to real women, asking their opinions, etc., and finding women who are very, very honest with what they feel and just no bullshit, just boom, open up. And this is all true, man. If you are distant to a woman, if she doesn't feel your masculine presence, every time she wants to feel it, she feels the relationship is going down. Women need, that is their there's sleep, water, and sugar, and there's masculine presence. They're the 4 things women need every single day. Okay, sleep, water, sugar, masculine presence. If a woman doesn't have enough sleep, water, sugar, masculine presence, she doesn't feel as nourished. Okay, and the same with guys as well. Most guys, but then again, not always, because you'll have guys out there like me. I'll ride across Australia, and have no woman around me at all, and be okay with that. And you have guys doing that. You have guys like trekking across the desert with a camel or a dog, or by themselves, just doing this like masculine thing, just time out, just focus, let's go. And I recommend all men should do that. Solo time, ride your bike or walk across Australia or something epic like that. Every man should do that without any caffeine, just with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, so you can control them better in life. But when's the last time you had a woman doing that? It's very, very rare, and if they do it, it's mostly for weight loss, which is fine. Hey, it's cool. Get an adventure, lose weight, cool. But it's very rare. It happens, but it's very rare. Generally, women want to lose a bit of weight. Like when Leanne rode across Australia, it was weight loss inspired, And even then, she was hanging out with some families and hanging out and just socializing, and that's fine, But as a guy, we're a bit more stoic, naturally, and a bit more sort of like lone wolf. But the feminine wants to be part of the pack, have that masculine presence, feel safe, and that's okay. Okay, that's just the feminine, and then that's the masculine. Okay, like if a woman wants to be a good leader, then she has to be masculine. She has to have masculine traits. She can't be a great leader and be feminine. She looks pretty there, but how she looks is one thing, but her behavior is masculine. That's what makes her a good leader. Okay, because she's more masculine than feminine. Okay. Masculine doesn't really care about the feelings. Masculine cares more about the truth. Feminine doesn't really care about the truth and more cares about the feelings. Okay, ask them what they want: truth or feelings. I want the truth. What if your feelings get crushed? I want my feelings protected. That's okay. A masculine man, me, my feelings absolutely crushed to get the truth. Yes, please, bring it on. Please, tell me the truth, the absolute truth. My feelings get crushed. Yes, please. Because now I have direction to become a better man, a better person. So I love that. So that's why you have to be careful. And where I fucked up so much in my life with women was being totally honest with them and crushing their feelings, because I'm like, well, you need to know the truth. And that was the dumbest fucking thing ever, all right? All these drama videos and shit that boyfriends and stuff made about me later on, that was all because I got to tell them the truth. Stupid, right? Women do not want the truth. Women want their feelings protected and preserved, and they don't want to be lied to either, okay? But priority is they want the feelings protected. So at the end of the day, don't be a douche. Don't do silly things that you have to cover, etc. Just be yourself and care about the women in your life. Bottom line. If the woman feels cared for by you and she feels loved and respected by you, then that's what she wants, okay? And you might be able to do things that aren't deemed as traditional, but the woman cares more about her feelings, being cared for, being provided for, and feeling loved and respected and safe. And if you can do that for the woman who likes you, your aesthetic, etc., you are fucking winning in life, okay? Because she will give you the best things women can give, all right? And again, women don't love you. They love how you make them feel, okay? I love you means I'm happy with you right now. But that can change. Women change their mind, all right? The feminine changes its mind, and that's okay. Look at women's fashion, for example. Look how much stuff gets returned or ends up in the thrift store with the tag still on it. On the day, she's like, oh my God, this top, this dress, this skirt, these shoes, I'm gotta have. She travel across town or order it from, Israel, all the way to Sydney, Australia, whatever, and then she gets it, she wears it, I'm not feeling this anymore. See you later. On Depop or eBay or thrift store, So it's the woman changes its mind. The feminine man changes his mind. He wears different sunglasses, different this, different that. And it's like, I don't like these anymore. I'm going to sell these. And that's okay. That's the feminine changes its mind. The masculine stays. Like Steve Jobs, masculine. Wears the same shit every fucking day. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it done. Steve Jobs. Even though he didn't look like a masculine man, he was very, very masculine in his just drive and goals and let's get it fucking done. So that's the deal there. Do your thing, Chris, but also give the woman your time, all right? Your presence. And it's better to be, and when you're with when you're with women, the presence means not you just hanging around, being there. It can be, what they want is at least an hour a day, 30 minutes to an hour, or maybe more, depends on the girl, of your masculine, undivided presence. There's no phone, there's no TV, it's just you two looking at each other, sitting around, talking, eating, laughing, just doing something together with no distractions, playing a game, whatever. And guys might be like, oh my God, this is some cringe shit right now, like, what? But that's how women feel masculine presence, your undivided attention, like you're a cat on the mouse, all right? And you know when you've tapped into that masculine presence, when you're looking at her like she's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life, she will blush, she will laugh, she'll smile, she'll get giddy, she might even cry because she hasn't felt for so long. It's like a water in the drought. When you've been walking in the desert for ages and you had any masculine presence, water, and you get something like, oh my God, this water's this masculine presence, I'm overwhelmed right now. Yeah, so that's the deal. So yeah, and the prettier she is, the higher level of masculine presence she's expecting, because that's what she's used to. Okay, that's what a lot of guys, they want a aesthetic, high S&V chick, but then that girl comes into life for whatever reason, luck, or meet for a friend or whatever, work, etc. And they're like, oh my God, this girl, She talks to me, she likes me, and then she doesn't feel his masculine presence in a way she wants it, in a way she's used to it. Just like a guy, if you've had a girl who's really good at giving head, a full, 4K head style chick, and you remember that, and then every other chick after that, you're going to judge her based on that oral performance, and if the girl's not as good as you want, then you teach her what you like in a nice, respectful way where she wants to please and do, not like, oh, that was shit. No. That's how you talk to men, not girls, okay? Encourage it. That's another video. So that's the deal. Attention, masculine presence is what they want, okay? So if woman is more, and again, there's always more, women aren't always more. You could be fucking Superman. You could be Superman, and she's still going to go, is this the best I can get? Remember that meme, that cartoon, where this Superman's in bed, he's got his top off, he's all Clark Kent style, he's all ripped, and he's just like looking good as Superman did back in the cartoons. And this chick's on the edge of the bed, she's naked, and she's sitting there with the sheet around her boobs, and she's just sitting there in this little daydream bubble. Is this really the best I can get? And it's fucking Superman. So, that, and that's okay. That's the women. That's this. They always want more and more and more and more attention. Right? It's unlimited. All right. The woman's need and capability to absorb masculine presence and attention is infinite. It's absolutely unlimited. It's deeper than the deepest oceans. All right. There's no walls. Like, scientists haven't discovered the walls of the container that can contain attention a woman gets from men, and to a small degree from other women. It's masculine energy. It's the scientists haven't discovered how big that container is. They're still looking. They're sending missiles out there to try and find the end of the container. Missiles that can go 50,000 kilometers, and they still haven't reached the end of the container. That's how big it is, okay? It's unlimited. It's absolutely unlimited. So, and that's just the way of the feminine, all right? And, yeah. Okay, I don't make these rules up. These are just femme-masc rules. It's amazing how people have discovered them. It's, women are like cats. Let them come in and out of your life, as people say. Men are more like dogs, good and bad. Cats, good and bad. There's pros and cons to both, okay? Pros and cons to both, okay? So it's about treating a cat like a cat, and a dog like a dog, and a woman like a woman, and a man like a man, or the masculine like the masculine, and the feminine like the feminine, okay? Simple as that. Hopefully that answers the question. If in doubt, give her more masculine presence. Reward her positive behavior with masculine presence, and she won't want to fuck up. And when she fucks up, it's generally because she's trying to get your attention. Reward her positive behavior with undivided masculine attention. What does that look like in a banana skin? You look at her like she's the most pretty thing you have ever seen in your life. All right, that's the masculine presence she's looking for, and she'll be like. Now, if she's an experienced girl, if you're some fuckboy dude or whatever, she'll know what you're doing. All right, but she's super naive. She'll be like, oh my god, this guy's really into me. But if she's been around a bit with guys, she'll know exactly what sort of game you're trying to play. Like, yeah, he was giving me the mask eyes to try and get my attention. I knew what he was up to. I'm talking about girls who are into you in the relationship, etc. All right, you can a real hot chick, you can give mask eyes to, and she'll be like, thanks, and she'll be like, yeah, cool, see ya. I know what you're doing. But a girl who doesn't get mask eyes, masculine presence eyes, she'll be like, she'll be like deers in a headlight, okay? Deers in a headlight. Because she hasn't had it ever or for a very long time, okay? Just so she's starved for masculine presence. She'll be more receptive. If a woman's used to it, she'll be like, is that all you got? I know what you're up to. Oh, actually, I'll play you. I'll play you now. I'll play you. So girls sometimes like doing that game. Anyway, that's the deal. And I'll see that Natasha do that all the time. She is a master of just playing, dude. Like, it's some people call these guys simps or whatever. It's like, this is what women do, man. And the hotter the chick, the more simps she has. It's like, I think a lot of it's because of social media, right? In the day, it wouldn't be allowed, wouldn't be possible. Not that it wouldn't be allowed, sorry. It wouldn't be possible back in the day. But now with social media, the woman can be a simp herder. She can have an OnlyFans account. She can have a YouTube account. She can just rake all this cash to go and buy clothing or whatever. And it's very, very interesting. So a lot of women out there who are attractive are simp herders. They get favors from the simps, they get cash from the simps, they get attention from the simps, and the simps, they're getting their needs met as well. But guys, if you're a simp, there's nothing wrong with that to an extent. All right, it's cool to have feelings for women, and I get that. It's good to have that. But are those feelings, is it wasted energy that you could be spending on a chick who actually wants your genuine interest and who'll give back to you versus just take from you? Okay, think about that. Okay, so that's the deal. But social media, it's really allowed women to get attention from a lot of different avenues, and that's good and also bad. It can create a lot of tension in relationships because guys can get a bit jealous and stuff about that. We'll wrap this one up, but I'll just tell you last little bit about insecurities. So if you're a guy, let's say with me, actually, am I a good example because I'm on social media? If girls message me on social media, actually, no, let's use a more real world one because my example is not really real world because it's rare. Let's just say that you have a girlfriend and she wants to go out with her friends to the club, a couple times a year, all right? Or hens not just very rare, all right? If you have an issue with that as a guy, you'll be called, are you insecure? Are you insecure? But if it's turned around the other way and you're the guy and you're going to go out with your mates, the boys' night out, you're going to go to a club where there's heaps of horny women who want to buy you drink or give you drugs with the intention to fuck you, all right? And these women are better looking, most of them, than, often, it's a few of them, than your girl back home. Is your girl back home going to be okay with that? No shit, all right? And the friends fucking aren't going to be okay with that. So her same friends that called you insecure, Johnny's being insecure, he doesn't want you to go out with us, Johnny's insecure. Those same girls that say, he's insecure, the girls are like, he ain't going out with those hoes, So this is a contradiction. If you're a guy and you don't want to go out, you're insecure. If you're a girl and you don't want to go out, that's okay. These are just the social rules that are out there, okay? So sometimes it's good to remind your woman about these social rules in a nice way, not but just say, hey, if I did that, would you be cool with it? And they'll be like, yeah. And then you just explain what I just explained then. They'll be like, oh, no, you can't do that. And it's like, but you can do that? Oh, but I'm a girl. So that's the deal. But again, the girls will go out to the club to get attention. Okay, they're not necessarily looking for sex. I mean, some of them are, but it's attention. All right, it's attention because it's like a girl can go out on a date with a guy, come home and go, "Oh, that was great," because I got attention. A guy goes out on a date with a girl, and his mate's like, "Did you fuck her?" He's like, "No, I didn't." It's like, "Oh my god, you bought a dinner and you didn't get a root." Oh, dude, you game shit. All right, so that's the difference. Men want the sex, women want the attention. So a guy going to the club, generally looking for sex, girl, and maybe some attention. The girl going to the club, 99% attention, 1% chance of sex, all right? But mostly you're going to get attention. Depends how much sex she's getting. Depends how much options she's got. If she doesn't get much sex and she's horny, she wants more, then yeah, she's going to have to get laid. But if she's a girl with high S&V, getting all the sex she wants, whatever, then she's going out for more attention. Because as we said before, that attention container is absolutely fucking unlimited. And women, let me know down below, have I been wrong about any of this stuff? All right, let me know down below. Women, have I been wrong about any of this stuff? Let me know.